Hello and welcome back. Today is Saturday, March 29th. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We have another beautiful sports day ahead of us. Baseball all day, NBA, college hoop. This is the Elite 8. Beautiful NBA day as well. 7-game slate here with some pretty great overall matchups on the slate. I do have my whittle gripe about the whole NBA slate here, if I can rant real quick. This Boston Celtics versus the San Antonio Spurs is the NBA primetime NBA TV game. 12-point spread. Overall, Boston's big favorite. This game means nothing for either team. San Antonio Spurs, they are tanking. The Boston Celtics are the 2nd seed, and they're solidified there. It's pretty much a lose-lose. NBA TV just does a live studio host, and then they kick it to the game. Why couldn't they just change the fucking game, man? The Lakers versus the Grizzlies game. Best game on the slate. Overall, 237 over-under, 2-point spread. The Grizzlies just fired their head coach. Ja Morant looking like he's going to play because he wanted the head coach gone. This is the 4th seed versus the 5th seed. Luka versus Ja. Triple J versus LeBron James. Austin Reeves versus Desmond Bain, or the guy from Instagram that does the morning routines. Either or, this is a massive freaking game. 4th seed versus the 5th seed here, and it's not going to be the NBA primetime game. Come on, it's the Lakers and LeBron and Luka, and you don't make it the NBA primetime game? That game is just insane. As well, another big gripe is the Sacramento versus Orlando game. That game's a great game as well. 218 over under. Yeah, a lower total overall. Sacramento 1-point favorite in this matchup, but this game is massive for the Kings. Kings are a 9th seed. They're holding off the Mavs. They're holding off, I forget who's right behind them as well. The Suns as well. I think the Suns are on the outside looking in even more because they keep losing. But the Orlando Magic, the AC, this is a big game for both of these teams overall. It's the 4 o'clock game. There's no college ball being played for another hour or so. This should be an NBA TV game, but it's not. They only got one primetime game on this pretty great overall 7-game slate. Some of the games are pretty much not as good as always, like Brooklyn versus Washington. That's a ultimate tank commander game. That's like the tale of oldest time. These two teams have been tanking off against each other for like the last 15 years, it seems like. Overall, 219 Washington, 1-point favorite. It's a massive game for the NBA playoffs. NBA tanking the Cooper Flag competition, but this overall draft is going to be awesome. So either team is going to win overall in the end. Miami versus Philly, that game's a fugazi, low over under, no Embiid, no Maxey. This game used to be a lot of fun. This game's pretty sad overall. Miami 7-point favorite. Yeah, NBA primetime game, Boston versus San Antonio. What the fuck is that? Overall, Lakers versus Memphis. Chef's kiss. That's the best game of the slate here. 237 over under, 2-point favorite. Massive game overall. Dallas versus Chicago, another great game overall. 237 over under. The best team in the NBA, Chicago Bulls, are a wagon right now. And Dallas Mavericks, with Anthony Davis returning, have been pretty good overall. And they're fighting for that NBA play-in spot. So that game means something for them. And then OKC versus Indiana. It's a fun game. OKC's a 10-point favorite. This game doesn't really mean much for OKC. But if they want the 70 wins, means a lot to them. But 236 over under, that game should be a lot of fun. Hallie versus SGA, overall fun NBA day overall. 7-game slate here. Got 4 plays here. I'm done ranting, man. I was pissed looking at that. Watch me be completely wrong, and I just looked at the lineup, the scoreboard or ESPN's thing a little too quickly. But man, oh man, like I feel like there's 2 missed opportunities on this NBA slate, and it's just like let's just wait for the March Madness to be over. But we got some pretty great games here overall. 4 plays here, absolutely love. And before we jump into today's action, we got to recap yesterday's plays. And yesterday in the NBA, ended up going 0-2 in best bet, just like the NBA failing to do that. I failed hard yesterday overall. KD had it to over 25.5. He finished the game at 23. He started off hot. I'm not going to lie. I felt great watching it early on. He had 12 quick points. Then he only had like 11 points from then on out. But it is what it is. And then Anthony Edwards got hurt. I think he finished the game with 20-plus points. He was out for the majority of the game, came back in. But 0-2 day. Still pretty good week overall, but 0-2 day, that just didn't feel good about me overall. But that was yesterday. Today's a new day. Got 4 new plays here that I absolutely love. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this Orlando-Sacramento Kings team. 218 over under. Kings are a 1-point favorite here. Massive game for NBA playoff. The Orlando Magic are the 8th seed. They're trying to hold off the surging Chicago Bulls behind them. And then Sacramento, they're trying to stay in the play-in. They're trying to stay afloat here. And DeMar DeRozan has a great history against Orlando Magic getting the over. He's been balling out points assist-wise, so give me DeMarvelous DeRozan to go over 25.5 points assists coming in at -110 on DraftKings. He has a 64% hit rate this season, averaging 28.4 points assist on the road this season. So love it overall. Great consistency on the road. He's got this over 3 for his last 5 against Orlando overall, averaging 27.6 points assist, with the last 5 him getting 25, 26, 32, 35, and 21 in the most recent game overall. And he's been balling out overall as well. 4 for his last 5, averaging 26 points assist, with the last 5 games him getting 27, 26, 30. He had a 16-point, but that was against OKC, a really tough defense, and then 31 points assists overall. So he's been kind of blowing it out of the water these last 5 games overall. He's been a great road warrior. Like I said, 64% hit rate on the road. He's gotten the over 7 for his last 10 road games overall, averaging 31.3 points assists overall, with a solid baseline of 24 points assists in every single game. Even with the 3 unders, he at least got to 24. So we have a nice baseline overall, averaging 10 potential assists per game these last 10 games. So the assists have been there for DeMar DeRozan. He's been doing a great job. And then he has a little 2K hot zone in this game overall. Orlando ranks 20th in mid-ranges allowed, so that inside the 3-point line. And we all know DeMar DeRozan. I bet you guys couldn't guess the percentage of mid-ranges he actually takes this season. I'm going to give it a couple seconds here. Mid-ranges, he's playing the 20th rank. Yeah, it's 42% of his shots come from the mid-range. Just absolutely insane in today's NBA, but has a great 2K hot zone here today. And small forwards have gotten that magic in them these last few games against Orlando. Josh Green, 13, DFS, 14, Dylan Brooks, 18, and Max Strus had 15 points assists overall. I have DeMar at 28 points assists in this matchup here overall. Big game overall on the road here. DeMar DeRozan, what was that? DeMar DeRozan, great consistency overall. 4 for his last 5. Come on, DeMar, get back on this over mark for us. So give me DeMarvelous DeRozan to go over 25.5 points assists coming at -110 on DraftKings. Jumping into my second play of the day, going to be in this Dallas-Chicago Bulls matchup here. Fun matchup overall. 2 scrappy dog teams, 2 play-in teams here overall. Bulls are a surging white-hot fire. A lot of these numbers for the Bulls players are a little too high for me overall, but I'm going with the center or the power forward on the other team. We don't claim Anthony Davis in Chicago, in my opinion, but Anthony Davis from the Chicagoland area. So give me Anthony Davis to go over 21.5 point. What was that? Over 21.5 points coming in -112 on FanDuel. He has a great matchup here overall. The Bulls on the season allow the 9th most points to the power forward position overall. And Anthony Davis, he's only gotten this over 1 for his last 3, being a Maverick with the last few games, him having 2 straight unders here. But last game, he had 15 points. He played only 28 minutes, which playing time, I'm not going to lie, I think is decent for someone just returning from injury. But that game, he had 15 points. He had 19 field goal attempts in that game. Elite volume overall. When Anthony Davis takes 15 shots in a game, he gets the over 82% of the time. And last game, he had 18 field goal attempts. Wow, 2 for his last 3 against as a Maverick. He's had 18 plus shots, so he has tons of volume when he's on the courts here. So just don't get injured randomly mid-game here, AD. He has good consistency of getting the over versus the Bulls. 2 for his last 3, averaging 26.3 points per game, with the last 3 games him getting 38, 19, and 22 in the most recent game this season overall. Chicago ranks 30th in points allowed under the hoop. The inside close, the little rim rocking dunks. And AD takes 44% of his shots from under the hoop. So he has an overall smash lineup spot over here. I don't really think anyone on this Bulls team can really guard Anthony Davis. Vucevic is going to be guarding the center in this spot. I don't think Buzelis can really guard AD in this spot. Kevin Huerter, I don't believe he'll be it. So if Bulls do their switches, AD is going to have a ton of mismatches here. Overall, power forwards have had their day against the Chicago Bulls. Jared Vanderbilt, 7. Peyton Watson, 24. Jake LaRiviera had 10. Trey Lyles, 22. KD, 26. Zaire Williams, 11. Obi Toppin, 10. Bam Adebayo had 22. I have Anthony Davis projected at 23 points here overall. He has a great matchup. Like I said, Chicago ranks 30th in points allowed under the hoop here, like right at the rim there overall, where AD takes 44% of his shots. When AD takes 15 plus shots in a game, gets the over 82% of the time, and he's had 18 field goal attempts, 2 for his last 3. As a Maverick, he played 24 minutes in the first game returning from the injury, then just played 28 minutes in the most recent game, so the playing time is ticking up here. He looks healthy overall. He has a great matchup here. He has yet to get the over since returning from injury. I think today against the Bulls here, who I don't think can really guard him overall. He has a great spot here overall. So give me Anthony Davis to go over 21.5 points, coming in at -122 on FanDuel. Jump into my third play in this Lakers-Grizzlies matchup, the best game on the slate. This game means this is playoff basketball, man. The drama leading into this game, the 4th seed versus the 5th seed. Winner can host the other team for a home playoff series, which is massive overall. Grizzlies, you just fired your head coach, Ja Morant, returning in this matchup. And I'm going with the man that was traded in the middle of the season on this year. Haven't been the best with these Luka Doncic. Maybe I should stop calling him Luka Doncic because of the Luka Nakua connection. So maybe I'll drop it for this little segment here. So give me Luka Doncic to score 30 plus points, coming at -120. Well, at -128 on FanDuel. Luka has a great spot here overall. 237 over-under. They're an underdog on the road here. And Memphis, against point guards, allowed the 8th most points to the point guard position. Memphis, these last 15 games, allowed the 10th most points to the point guard position. And Memphis, these last 7 games, allow the 6th most points to the point guard position. So Luka has a great spot here overall. He's been balling out, getting the over scoring 30 plus points, 4 for his last 5, averaging 31.2. He's gotten this over 5 for his last 5 against the Grizzlies, averaging 34 points per game. The last 5 games against the Grizzlies, he's scored 32, 35, 35, 31, and then earlier this year, he had 37 on them. He's had 6 straight overs against them overall. Love the consistency on the road here as well. Luka, 61% hit rate on the road. Love my ultimate road Warriors, averaging 30.2 points per game. He's coming off of an under game against the Bulls. He shot very poorly in that game. I don't expect Luka to do that again, and still had 25 plus points here overall. Memphis allows the 26th most straightaway threes, so that little 2K hot zone on the top of the key. Luka Doncic takes 46% of his shots from the top of the three-point arc, so he has a great matchup here overall where they rank 26th in straightaway threes. He has a great matchup overall. Memphis have allowed big games, massive games to the point guard position. They let the Grizzly Bear come out for the point guard here. SGA 37. Isaiah Collier had back-to-back overs, even with a 21-point game. James Harden 30. Anthony Simons had 20. Malik Monk had 28. So overall, great consistency for point guards where they have an opportunity to even boom past their over-under. That Isaiah Collier over-under was at 10, and he had 21. I haven't projected at 32 plus points in this matchup. Road game, 61% hit rate on the road. Memphis, they struggle at guarding the point guards, allowing the 8th most points to the point guard position these last 30 games, and then the 6th most these last 7 games. He's gotten this over 6 straight games against the Memphis Grizzlies. He's going to make it 7. This game is a massive game for playoff seeding, and I think Luka Doncic, he always steps it up big time in these games. Big time player, big time game. According to the Mavericks, even bigger player overall. So give me Luka Doncic to score 30 plus points, coming at -128 on FanDuel. And jump into my 4th and final play of the day. Going to the point guard on the other team. This game's great. Going to run it back from yesterday's. The game's good. I'm taking 2 players in this matchup. But Ja Morant just got his coach fired for this overall. I believe that's what we all speculate in today's NBA world. But Ja Morant instantly tweeting out, being like he's built for this or something like that. Overall, 237 over under, home favorite. Ja Morant, I think this number's too low. Even if he's returning from injury, we don't know. Hand up, 2 hands up. We don't know if there's going to be a minutes restriction, so maybe watch out here. But I think 19.5 is just too low for Ja Morant. So give me Ja Morant to go over 19.5 points coming at -125 on DraftKings overall. New coach, who dis? Ja Morant has been playing with a left hammy strain. Miraculously is back in this matchup the game after his coach gets fired. The game the Lakers come into town. And Ja Morant has gotten this over 10 for his last 10 games, averaging 28.6 points per game. He has been balling out. He hasn't played since March 14th, where he had a 44-point game in that spot. So it's been a minute, but Ja Morant, he has a great matchup here overall. 4 for his last 5 against the Lakers overall, averaging 20.4 points per game. 69% hit rate against the Lakers going back to 2021. So great consistency on getting 20 plus points against the Lakers. 79% hit rate this, I think it was 64% hit rate this season on getting over 19.5 points. So overall, great consistency overall. Point guards have balled out against the Lakers overall. Josh Giddey, the Giddler, had 25. Anthony Black, 17. Ryan Rollins, 10. CP3 was CP, I think, 10 in that game. I didn't write his number for some reason. Tyrus Jones had 8. And then Jamal Murray had 26 plus points overall. I have Ja Morant projected at 27 plus points, so we get a nice little 7-point cushion in this spot. 10 for his last 10. He's going to make it 11 for his last 11. He hates to play the Lakers here. Massive game for playoff seeding. Just got the head coach fired. Come on, Ja Morant. You can't just fall short after the coach got fired. So give me Ja Morant to go over 19.5 points coming in -125 on DraftKings. And those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA. So 2 plays in 1 game. The Luka Doncic overs, pretty chalky. But Luka Doncic I feel pretty good about coming off a lower game. But Ja Morant, he just had 10 for his last 10 overall, projected 27. I set a projection, the differential. Have to ride it overall. Anthony Davis returning to Chicago, but we don't blame Anthony Davis in Chicago. He's a Packer fan. Like, what the fuck's wrong with him? Over 21.5 points. I don't think anyone on the Bulls can guard him. And then DeMar DeRozan here at 4 o'clock to start our day off right. Over 25.5 points assists. Let me know down below what's your favorite play. Could be in baseball. I love Josh O with the I forgot to shout you out, man. Josh O with the Jimmy Butler rebounds. I appreciate you. That was a winner. That was cash free. Love winners in the comment section. So let me know down below what's your favorite play in the NBA or in baseball or in college basketball. I think in college basketball, forget Duke Bama tonight. I think that game's gonna be a ton of fun. You're probably gonna take a look up Cooper Flag over everything because Cooper Flag's amazing. Man, off the top of my head, I can't think of the other game here. Oh, you guys are probably going to be like, it's this game. It's way harder to think of this stuff off the top of your head there. But great college basketball. Elite 8 day here. Oh, Florida versus Texas Tech. Boom. I'm good, man. I'm good. I can't complain, man. When you're good, you're good. Probably Florida will win that game because I want the Florida Duke National Championship. That would be the game of great games. So let me know down below what your favorite play could be in any sport. Love tailing you guys in the comment section. While you're down there, please leave a like and subscribe. It means the world to me overall. Fun NBA day. Trying to bounce back from yesterday's poor day overall. Hopefully you have a wonderful day overall. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.